In a cinematic twist more staggering than Reed Richards attempting yoga, rumors are swirling about the ending of the upcoming magnum opus, Fantastic Four: First Steps. According to the ever-reliable YouTube sages Doomcock and Grace Randolph, Marvel Studios has decided to take a storytelling leap so audacious that it's left fans clutching their vintage comic books in horror. Picture this: Sue Storm, the Invisible Woman, teams up with a female Silver Surfer. That's right, the Silver Surfer has undergone a gender swap, because apparently cosmic heralds are now subject to Earth's fashion trends. Together, they confront the planet-devouring Galactus, who's probably just hungry for a decent script at this point. But wait, there's more. In a move that would make even the most over-the-top soap opera writers blush, the female Silver Surfer has a sudden change of heart. She whips out a mysterious device, because cosmic entities always carry universe-shattering gadgets in their back pockets, and uses it to obliterate Galactus. Not satisfied with just ending his insatiable appetite, the device also takes out Earth and, for good measure, the entire universe. Talk about pressing the reset button. Meanwhile, the rest of the Fantastic Four are presumably stuck in traffic, as they seem to have no significant role in this cataclysmic finale. Reed Richards, usually the mastermind who concocts brilliant plans to save reality, is apparently too busy solving a crossword puzzle to participate. Johnny Storm is likely preoccupied with perfecting his latest catchphrase, while Ben Grimm contemplates starting a rock garden. Naturally, this ending has sent fans into a frenzy akin to discovering that their favorite pizza joint has replaced pepperoni with pineapple. Questions abound. Why are the male members of the team sidelined during the climax? Did Reed's elastic powers finally snap back in his face? Is the thing on an extended coffee break? Adding fuel to the fiery debate is the introduction of baby Franklin Richards. But hold on to your unstable molecules. This is not your average superhero offspring. This pint-sized powerhouse reportedly wields abilities that make his comic book counterpart look like he's still mastering peekaboo. Grace Randolph ominously hinted, "I don't believe that Franklin has ever done what he will be asked to do in this movie." Speculation runs rampant that the infant might be tasked with reassembling the universe, all before nap time. As if this weren't enough to cause collective head-scratching, a test screening description has leaked, further muddying the waters. In this rendition, Sue Storm goes into labor aboard a team's spaceship while being chased by the now female Silver Surfer, because when is a better time to welcome a new life than during an intergalactic game of tag? In a moment of sheer genius, or perhaps sheer panic, Reed decides the best escape route is straight into a black hole. One can only assume he forgot to carry the one in his calculations. The audience reactions to these test screenings have been nothing short of spectacular, in the same way that a meteor strike is spectacular. Reports suggest viewers left the theater with expressions typically reserved for someone who's just bitten into a lemon, rind and all. Marvel, sensing the impending storm, has opted to skip San Diego Comic-Con, perhaps fearing that the convention center couldn't withstand the collective eye-rolling of thousands of disgruntled fans. Word on the street is that reshoots are underway. Rumors suggest the director was last seen clutching a stack of old comics, muttering, "What have we done?" Here Chuang is on the back of shot console to bang the demonic calorie. Our attention is far more precious than the few reserves in your life, as he frantically searched for inspiration. The screenwriters are allegedly considering reintroducing Reed Richards into the finale, possibly by having him invent a device called the continuity corrector. Critics and fans alike are speculating wildly. Some believe the entire plot is an elaborate piece of performance art meant to symbolize something. Others think that Marvel is testing the limits of audience loyalty, perhaps aiming for a social experiment titled "How Far is Too Far?" Social media platforms have become battlegrounds for heated debates. One fan tweeted, "I signed up for Cosmic Adventures, not the Real Housewives of the Galaxy featuring surprise baby editions." Another chimed in with, "At this rate, the sequel will have the Fantastic Four forming a boy band to save the multiverse with the power of song." Even the cast seems to be in on the confusion. Anonymous sources claim that when asked about the plot, one actor shrugged and replied, "Your guess is as good as mine. I'm just here for the craft services." Another reportedly said, "It's a bold direction, sure, but so is driving off a cliff." Industry insiders are speculating that this could be Marvel's first real misstep in their cinematic universe. Skeptics suggest that perhaps the studio became overconfident after turning a talking raccoon and a sentient tree into box office gold. Maybe they thought, hey, if we can sell that, we can sell anything, mused one analyst. Amid all the chaos, some fans are holding out hope. "Maybe it's all a red herring," said an optimistic forum post. "What if this is just a ploy to lower our expectations so the actual movie blows us away?" Others are less convinced, suggesting that the only thing being blown away is the franchise's credibility. In the midst of this swirling vortex of rumors and reactions, one has to wonder what Stan Lee would think. Perhaps he'd chuckle and say, "Excelsior, at least they're talking about it." Or maybe he'd gently suggest sticking a bit closer to the source material. As the release date looms, audiences worldwide are gearing up for what promises to be either a groundbreaking piece of cinema or the most expensive unintentional comedy ever produced. Could Fantastic Four's First Steps turn out to be a misunderstood masterpiece, or will it be the film equivalent of stepping on a Lego in the dark? Only time will tell. Until then, fans might want to revisit the earlier films to remind themselves that no matter how outlandish things get, at least there was a time when the most unbelievable plot point was Jessica Alba's magically changing hair color. In conclusion, if the goal was to get people talking, Marvel has certainly succeeded. Whether Fantastic Four's First Steps takes a victorious stride into cinematic history or stumbles spectacularly, it's bound to be an unforgettable experience. So grab your popcorn, suspend your disbelief, and prepare for a journey that promises to stretch the very fabric of storytelling, possibly to its breaking point.